Well, my next guests include a good friend from the music business and an Air Force veteran who both share a love for our veterans. They've teamed up to help veterans who are struggling during the coronavirus pandemic. Would you please welcome the hardest working man in show business, Charlie Daniels, by Skype, and Gretchen Smith, who is right here in our studio. Thanks to both of you for being here. Delighted. Charlie, let me start with you because you and I have known each other a long time. I have watched you do things for veterans. You have your own organization that's been doing it. This is obviously something very important to you, and you've teamed up with Gretchen. What is it that you guys are hoping you can do?
Well, we're just kind of teaming up here, hoping to help more veterans. Nobody has a bigger heart for the veterans than Gretchen does, and she is a veteran herself, as you said, and they communicate well with her. You know, it's hard to get a veteran to ever tell you they need anything to start with. They're very proud people, and she has a way with them. She identifies a lot of need, and we just came along and felt like it was a good place to put some of our Journey Home money, especially during this time when a lot of veterans are out of work and the need is so heavy.
You know, Gretchen, I can't think of a better partner and friend to have in this than Charlie Daniels, and his Journey Home project has helped a countless number of veterans. You have an organization, Code of Vets.
Yes.
You're finding a lot of people are struggling with the coronavirus that are a whole new set of issues now.
Oh, absolutely. This pandemic has taken us into an entirely different level of assisting vets. We are really helping good men and women that are hard workers that have lost their jobs. They have no paychecks and no ability to feed their families or pay basic bills. These are our men and women who've put the uniform on, taken the oath, and sacrificed their number of years of their life to protect us. So it is a blessing to have Charlie partner with us during this time to use his name to be able to raise the donations needed to cover these veterans because they are worthy men and women.
Gretchen, how can people help you? What do they need to do? Do they go to a website? Do they contribute money? Let's talk about specifically, it's Memorial Day weekend. People ought to be thinking about the veterans this weekend if they never think about them at another time. How can they help?
Please go to the codeofvets.com or the journeyhomeproject.org websites and donate. You can sign up to volunteer. We need boots on the ground. We help veterans throughout the country. We operate purely on social media, so we need people out there who are willing to go take a couple bags of groceries to veterans who are hungry.
Can you help them connect to those veterans?
Absolutely. We have a Vet by State link that you can sign up to volunteer in your community. We will match you with local veterans in your community. It's an amazing, we've got it set up. We just, you know, if you build it, they will come. And since Charlie's come on board, we have raised $350,000 since April 17th.
Wow.
And we have helped hundreds of veterans throughout the country. But guess what? There is so much more that we need.
You know, Charlie, you may have found the most effective partner in helping veterans I've ever seen. I think Gretchen equals you in her passion.
I'll tell you, you ought to read some of Gretchen's applications if you would like to know what they need. I'm talking about not they need to make a car payment. They need to buy their next meal. They don't have the money for a hamburger. They got children. They're single parents. And I mean, it's just literally heartbreaking to think we've got that many men and women who put their lives between us and our enemies, and that they have need for, don't know where the next meal's coming from or how they're going to pay the rent this month. And I promise you one thing, if you donate to either one of these organizations, the money will get to where it's going. We don't use up money doing operations and stuff. We get it to the veterans.
Gretchen, you served in the Air Force, so you're a veteran yourself. But what's your story on how did you feel so compelled to create Code of Vets?
My dad was the inspiration. He was a combat vet. He lost his battle with PTSD back in 2005. Oh. He was a good soldier. He was airborne infantry, came back from the jungle, a changed man, and lived a chaotic life. And I believe his behavior on the outside reflected how he felt on the inside. He was a shattered spirit and never got the help that he needed. So I wanted to honor my dad's life, his service, and his life mattered. And I just want other veterans to know that you don't have to walk that path alone. We are here for you. If you share that load, there's no cure for PTSD, but when you share your demons and you share that load with your brothers and sisters in arms, it makes it manageable.
Gretchen, I think there is a combat veteran looking down from above who's awfully proud of his daughter.
Thank you.
Awfully proud of his daughter for living a life to honor and serve the people who, like him, gave their lives for this country. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And Charlie, thank you. What a blessing always to see you and to be able to be with you. I hope you'll give generously. The addresses for the websites we've told you, and they're on your screen. Keith, one more time, tell the viewers how they can help. And please know that virtually every single penny is going straight to helping veterans through this pandemic.
Well, CodaVets.com is where you can join with Charlie Daniels and Gretchen Smith in serving our veterans during this time of pandemic. That's CodaVets.com. You can also learn about Charlie's other efforts in serving our military veterans at thejourneyhomeproject.org.